Hi friends, I'm Parvez and this is our 13th video in PyQt5 GUI Development. So in this video we're going to learn that how you can create QCalendarWidget in PyQt5. So for this we are using QCalendarWidget class. Now we're going to create calendars in two ways. So the first way is that we're going to use Qt Designer and we want to design our calendar using Qt Designer, and we will interact this with the Python code. And the second way, we will use completely coding. Now I have opened my Qt Designer and I'm going to create a new template in here. So it's dialog without windows, and I'm going to dialog without buttons, and I'm going to just click on create. So the first thing in here we need to add a vertical layout. So I should make it bigger. In the vertical layout we need to add first we need to add a LCD or Q calendar. Yeah, it's in calendar widget and we need to add it in here. And also we need to add a label. Also I'm going to choose my window and make it layout vertically. So this is the label. Okay, now we need to add some designs for our calendar. So first let me just change this label. I want to give a size for this, and for example I want it should be 14 bold. Also I'm going to add a style sheet for this, so change style sheet. It is Q label, and I'm going to just give it a color, add color, apply. Okay, and now it's time to give some design for the calendar widget. So we need to just click on right click and change style sheet. So first I'm going to just use my QCalendarWidget, and I want to target the tool button. It means the top of the this calendar. So I'm going to just say Q tool button. So I'm going to give height. So for the height I want to give it 40 pixel. Width, so for the width I want to give it 150 pixel. The text color should be white, and the font size is 20, so 20 pixel. Also this icon size, so these are the two icons that we have, so icon size should be 56 pixel and 56 pixel. Also we need to just give a background color for this, and I want to choose it black. Apply. Now you can see that we have for the Q tool button, and we have changed this section. Now we need to add some more design. So first now we need to do the give design for this header row. So it is for these in this section, and I can say Q. Let me just copy this. QCalendarWidget, and for this we can just say QCalendarWidget, and we can say QWidget. and we can just say alternate background color. For this we can give an RGB color, RGB 128, 128 and 128. Apply. Now you can see that it's changed. Now for these number of days also we can change this. Let me just change this for the normal days, and I'm going to just QCalendarWidget and QAbstract item view and make it enabled. Font size 80 pixel. Color is RGB, and you need to add a RGB color in here, 180. Also we can add a background color, so background color, I want a black background color. Now selection, for the selection of the date, for that I want to use green color, so selection background color, and this is an RGB color, 64, 64 and 64. Also for the selection text, so it's selection color, I want an RGB color, 0, 255 and 0. Now we can apply this. So now you can see that it's changed, and okay. So now this is our design. Let me also change the title to Q dialog, and I need to change the title of this window. And window title, so PyQt5 Qcalendar. Okay, now we need to save this, and after that we need to load this. So save, and I'm going to just call it calendar. Okay, now copy the UI file and paste it in here. This time we're going to load this. We're not going to convert this to Python, you can do, but in this video I want to load my UI file. So I'm going to just copy this in here, and after that I'm going to just create a new Python file, and I want to call it load calendar. Now okay, now this is my code for the loading, and I'm going to just import from PyQt5 import UIC. We are using UIC module for the loading, and in here you can just say UIC.load UI, and in here you need to add your UI name, so calendar.ui and self. Okay, now you can see that this is our calendar, and you can choose any month from here or any date like this. So now we want to find the widgets in here, and we want to add some signal and slot mechanism for this simple application. For this, first we need to find the widgets in our .ui file. If you see our .ui file, for every widgets we have a name. For example, if you see for the calendar widget, we have a name of calendar widget, and the same we have for the label. Now we need to find these and we need to add our functionality. Finding widgets, and we need to add also change this to, okay, this was yeah, this is load calendar, and in here we need to find the widget. So find the widget. So first we need to import QCalendarWidget and also QLabel. So self.calendar, and it is self.findChild. It is a type of QCalendarWidget, and the name is CalendarWidget. And the same for the label. We want to self.findChild, and it is type of QLabel, and the name of the label is, if you come down, we can find the name of the label. Okay, now after this we need to create our method in here for selection of the date and time, and setting that to the label. So we can just say diff calendar date, and in here the first thing we need to just say that selected self.calendar.selected date, and after that we need to convert this to string, so we can just say date selected dot to py date, and also we need to convert this to string. And now we can set this to the label, so self.label.setText, and we can say date is date and string. And after this we need to connect this with the selection changed signal of the calendar, so we can say self.calendar.selection changed dot connect, and we can say self.calendar date. And now we need to run this. Okay, now if I choose a date, you can see this is the date, and this is the date. Alright guys, now we want to do the same, create the calendar using our coding. So for this I have already created my Python code, and this is just a simple window code, and if I run this you can see that I have just a simple window. Now the first thing I need to import the QV box layout. Also we need to import QCalendarWidget with the QLabel. So after this, the first thing you need to create a QV box layout, and we can create the object of QCalendarWidget, and also you can set the grid for the calendar, so dot set grid visible. So by default it's false, so we need to just make it true. And also we need to create our label, and you can set font for the label. Set font, I need to import QFont, and you can give the family or the type of the font, and also the size of the font. We can set a style sheet, so self.label.set style sheet, and the color is red. And now add these widgets to the VBox layout. So first one is self.calendar, and the second one is vbox.add_widget self.label. And also at the end you need to just set your layout, so self.set layout to the VBox layout. Okay, now let me just run this. Now you can see that we have our calendar, but we don't have our label. We don't have, because we haven't set any text for this. For example, let me just add hello. So this is the label, but the font is not changed because we have forgot to add a label in here. So label. Now you can see this is our label. So now I'm going to copy this this calendar method from here and paste this in here. And now we can connect this with the selection changed signal of the calendar. So now we need to run this, and now you can see this is the date, this is the date, this is the date. So thank you guys. If you want the source code, you can just check the video description, or you can check my website geekschoolers.com, and you can get all the source codes.